and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the place to be. There's no better way to start the week than with the Sideline Junkies, the Sunday Rise. It's the tag team, the dynamic duo. It's the two that do what it do. It's Ebony and Ivory, it's Salt and Pepper, it's whatever you want to call it. But what it is, it's good sports talk radio, good sports talk podcasting. As my man Jack is fixing his lamps and his mirrors.
Oh shit, I forgot.
He does everything, baby. He's the host of In the Passenger Seat. He's a co-host on the Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday show. He does his lighting, he does makeup, he does it all, baby. And that's what we get when you got Jack Carr as your sidekick, baby. Jack Carr, first and foremost, how you feeling, baby?
I'm good, man. I'm good, Midnight Rider, man. I'm good. Been up early this morning for me. It's an early morning for you too, partner. We was up early collaborating. So
yeah, last night
we a man down.
Crash. I apologize to the WrestleManiacs. I had to crash last night. Just a long day, physically and mentally. So I had to bounce on them during the show. I didn't finish up with them, but we were having a great time. Flying Brian was in with us. The regular crew of the WrestleManiacs. But hey, starting off, KG, did you see the rumors at the Yankees are still looking to add another starter? They're looking at Sandy Alcaraz from Miami. KG's not in, Anthony, but I haven't seen that rumor, but I know the Yankees have been adding pitchers and making moves. They added a kid, Chavilli, this week. I don't know if he's a starter or a reliever, but that's the last thing I saw from the Yankees. Go ahead. Talk to me.
You know the old saying, Midnight Rider, keeping up with the Joneses?
Yes, sir.
Well, MLB's got to keep up with the Dodgers. That's what the Yankees are doing. They're trying to keep up with the Dodgers, man. The Dodgers been acquiring. So, yeah.
We got a special person in the house today, Miss Jackie, the boss man's wife, saying morning, y'all. Good morning. Good to talk to you. Haven't seen you in a minute.
Boss man.
We gotta get a Laurel game or something going, so we can chill out and your son can beat me up as I sit in the seat next to him.
I'd like that as well.
Woody, oh goody.
There he is.
You talked him up.
About you.
He says, "What's up, fellas? What's up, DJ? We hear you hitting Tuesday. If you got Tuesday and you get some video from Tuesday, shoot it to us and we'll air it for sure."
Tell him where he's gonna be though. Tuesday he's gonna be he's gonna go to Bladensburg, check out a basketball game like I was at last week, a couple weeks ago. It's a good time and it's great seeing Bladensburg alumni going back to support the young kids that are currently at the school. So great job, Woody, putting that together.
Anthony jumps in again, says, Jack, are you going to do a prediction show for the Players Championship that's coming up in a couple weeks? I think that's a goal.
Oh, I'm sure.
So
I'm sure the correspondent will be ready with that.
There we go.
I'm sure. Yes, sir.
I'm telling you right now, Jack.
Might be Thursday.
If you go to a game and you're sitting beside the family of the boss man, it's not for the weak. It's a physical event. It's physicality involved. She says most definitely because she knows what I'm talking about. Like
I heard about it.
Lil B is the coolest, and once he gets comfortable with you, he lets you know he's comfortable with you, man. So
True,
like
I've been there.
The first week he wouldn't talk to me, he wouldn't look at me, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, like week 2, he was sitting beside me, up underneath me, and like he would just bounce off me, and I'm just like, yo, I don't know what's going on. Like I'm not here to play contact sports. I'm here to watch the game. But
it took him a minute because he got to know me at the boxing events. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Out the PVA Jones. Me and Lil B, we was tight. We was thick as thieves. We was good. He was dapping me up. So Midnight Rider, you know, he was competing with me, bro.
Yo, it's crazy. Hey, Matty Ice, if you want in,
Good
jump
boy.
in. If you want the link, We doing a heavy NFL thing. So we in your wheelhouse. And if you want to drop some NHL before you do what you gotta do tomorrow, you're welcome to. I'm still in protest because I see that your family has intentionally sabotaged the touchdown baby Jesus poses of your grandson. Y'all have made them all where they're not the way they're supposed to be, but it's okay. I get it. You know, you hate Notre Dame and you're hating on the fact that your grandchild poses like touchdown baby Jesus, but that's okay.
That's now, the cutest little baby different. Jesus around.
Yeah, they all different now. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay, man. Lee Ice said, "What's up, SJPM brothers? What's going on, Lee Ice? Are you in the factory today, or you out chilling, man? Or you going to Tim's? Talk to me." Let's see. I have some news, internal sports in general down here in Florida. We just recently inducted Larry King into the South Florida Sports Hall of Fame. That's some dope stuff.
Is that where he's from? Is that where he's from, so. Anthony?
I'm gonna guess.
That's impressive. I think he deserves it.
Nah, we don't want that one.
Spam.
Oh, spam.
Spam. Come on, spam.
All right, let's get into these topics today, man. Yeah, we full of spam this morning. So today what we're going to take you through is we wanted to talk about the hiring cycles the last couple years. We also want to talk about who won the coaching carousel for 2025. We're going to talk about the NFL salary cap. It's crazy that KG's not here, but we're going to talk about the Georgetown Hoyas and their 3-game winning streak. We just want to give them some love, but ain't nothing serious. My man Jack Kansas had a big win last night, so we got to give them some love. But with all that being said, this is what they call the Sunday Rise. And with that being said, I'm going to tee it up, Jack, and let's kick off the start of the show with the NFL coaching hiring cycle. So in our talks and our conversations, we decided a couple of days ago, we're going to look at each cycle and say where teams made what they did right and where they messed up. So we're going to start with 23. I apologize that I didn't crop this image. We're on a tight schedule. The images that I had weren't accurate, so we're going to go with this. So 2023, it's Matt at Eberflus. Is that right? Eberflus, Hackett, McDaniel, Dable, O'Connell, Jack.
Yeah. What is it? Dennis Allen.
Yep.
Josh McDaniels, Lovie Smith, Todd Bowles. Who else you got? Peterson.
Mm-hmm. Only one we're missing is Todd Bowles on our list. So
is this listed as 23 or is this a 22 coaching hires?
It's 22. I'm sorry. I messed that up.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of hires then. 10 of them actually.
Right.
So yeah, that list looks fairly complete. I mean, it's missing one. I can't figure out who.
It's missing Bowles.
Okay. Great.
All right. So Bowles is easy because he's a success story. Go ahead.
Right. Bowles and O'Connor are the only two still coaching off this list. That's crazy.
Nah, that's the whole point of the exercise, baby. So Eberflus was a bust. Hackett was a super bust. McDaniel just got fired. Dable just got fired. McDaniels, or as my guy Matty Ice likes to call him, the boy genius. He's a bust. Lovey lasted 1 year. Dennis Allen lasted 2 or 3. Doug lasted 2. So this hiring cycle to me is a failure because you only get 2 coaches that are still coaching.
Yeah. Hackett was fired that year too, I believe.
He was. Excuse me. Hackett and Smith didn't make it out of the year.
Right. Hey, it's hard for me to remember something 3-4 years ago, but you're right.
All right, so then we come up to the next list, and this is the 2023 hires.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Jonathan Gannon, Frank Wright, Sean Payton, D'Amico Ryans, Shane Steichen. This actually isn't a bad list of hires. Reich is the only one that's
besides Wright.
Yep. Reich is the only one that's not still currently employed. Oh, I'm sorry, and Gannon, because Gannon just got fired. So we got 3 of the 5.
Reich was fired in season, I believe, and replaced.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
But Gannon made it until this year. He just got fired. And then we got Peyton, who's made it to the AFC Championship. We got Ryans that they made it to the second round. They've been in the playoffs the last 3 years and have won at least one game in the playoffs. And then Steichen's just been troubled by his quarterback play. I mean, because they were well on their way this year with Daniel Jones, your guy. And it's funny because
injuries
killed them. And it's funny because I've watched back part of our AFC prediction show, and you were giving I was giving you a hard time about how much you love Daniel Jones. So it was pretty funny now that we get to hear and that's what we're talking about. 2024. This is even crazier because we got 2 coaches that went one and done. And we got 4 of them that aren't even coaching anymore. So in 2024, the Falcons hired Raheem Morris, who they just fired. Carolina has Dave Canales, who's still there. The Raiders have Antonio Pierce, fired. Chargers hired Jim Harbaugh, still there. Patriots hired Gerard Mayo, fired.
Gone.
That's what it was. He gone. That's it. That's the part I forgot. I apologize. Let's start this over.
Tennessee did Callahan too.
Tennessee. No. All you gotta do is after I say the coaches' names, you just say the phrase.
I got you.
Falcons, Raheem Morris.
He gone.
We got the Las Vegas Raiders, Antonio Pierce.
Oh, he gone.
We got the New England Patriots, Gerard Mayo.
Oh, he definitely gone. He gone.
The Tennessee Titans and Brian Callahan.
He gone.
And ladies and gentlemen, joining us in this great morning of the 3-0 is Matty Ice. I don't know what's going on with the camera. I see you in the thing, but I don't see you on the screen.
What's up, Matty?
There you go. All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
man in the place to be. The guy that hides the touchdown baby Jesus. Matty, how you feeling? How you doing? Oh, he's frozen. All right, we'll come back to him.
It's so cold outside. We all freezing. We're freezing on the screen.
Let's hit these comments, man. Let's go already. Because DJ Woody Goody done hit my joint already. So yesterday, I was actually going to post a thing where it shows, like I was going to talk about, week 2, no football.
Yeah.
Have this like whole depressing thing going.
Withdrawals. Woody having withdrawals.
All right, Maddie, what's up, baby?
Let's hope now it's back.
There we go.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Right. All right, let's move this around.
Look at morning Maddie, dude. You gotta go to hair and makeup, baby. You gotta go to hair and makeup.
3-4 games today. There's no hair and makeup.
Great to see you, sir.
This is all you get.
Hey, all right. So hold on. We got Anthony. I think there's about 3 of these. So he's not from the area, Jack, but he was the voice of the Dolphins in the 70s and 80s, and announced a ton of games for the Marlins when they came to MLB. That's talking about Larry King. My Dolphins,
I vaguely remember him with the Dolphins. So yes, I agree.
To the traditional power running game and a 3 yards in a cloud of dust offense, traditional West Coast. He said, Midnight, Lovie Smith to me was just a bridge coach for the Texans until they can make Miko Ryans there or got Miko Ryans there. Yeah, but the problem is I think I know where you're trying to go with this, Anthony, but the problem is this team struggled because they hired Cullen for a year, fired him, and then they hired Lovey for a year and fired him. So I don't know if there was a bridge being built. I just think they were just being incompetent, to be honest with you. How you guys feel on that?
I agree with you.
I'm with you. I think it's the same thing.
All right, so here we go. This is the conversation and the person I was waiting for. Don't forget that the Steelers hired a 60-year-old piece of shit. And if you don't know who that piece of shit is, that is Mike McCarthy.
I like Mike.
Comments are brought to you by my buddy Timothy Watkins, the biggest Steelers fan I know. And I know we all know Steelers fans. But guys, when I talk about Steelers fans, this dude can literally change jerseys each possession and not have the same jersey on. He's got like a Palomalu jersey. He's got a Ben Roethlisberger Super Bowl jersey, a Hines Ward. I can't name all the ones, but he's got like at least 9 to 10 different jerseys loaded up and making things happen.
Well, let me spring this in. It's a little off topic, but a little on topic. I've been hearing a lot of news now, talking with Coach McCarthy about Aaron Rodgers. What do you guys think is in Aaron Rodgers' future? Do you think he's done? Do you think he wants to come back and play for McCarthy, or do you think he wants to go elsewhere? Ben?
Honestly, I think Rodgers is a death knell for them. I think if they come back with Rodgers for another year, they'll struggle with what they have going on. I think their future lies in the now, and whether that's Will Howard or I think a guy that they should have eyes on is your boy or our boy Ty Simpson from Alabama. That's a person that should be of interest to them. Even this kid, the lefty from North Dakota State, he's shown some chops already, but that's where I think they should go. They should be living in that space. What about you, Maddie?
Yeah, I mean, I've always thought that they did not have a good parting of ways, but it seems like, hearing both of them talk since McCarthy's been hired, that there seems like there's a chance that they might be willing on trying it for a year. But I mean, the bottom line is, like you said, is the McCarthy hire also is Pittsburgh staying with the norm. I think Pittsburgh is still in denial that they are in rebuild time. Because I don't think Will Howard, I don't think he's going to be the quarterback. Now, it sounds like he's going to get a chance, but if they bring back Rodgers, like Howard is not getting that chance. It's going to be Rodgers' team unless he gets hurt.
Right, exactly. Go ahead, Jack. What else?
I agree with you on the Alabama quarterback. I think every mock draft has had Pittsburgh taking him in that spot in the first round. The only question is going to be for me is with the guy from Oregon staying in school, is he going to be there when Pittsburgh drafts? Because he's basically the second quarterback. And everyone knows that Pittsburgh's going to want him. Somebody's going to try to trade up ahead of Pittsburgh to get him.
Oh, and before I go forward, guys, let's get Maddie his love. So Anthony says, "What's up, Maddie?" Miss Jackie says, "Hey, Maddie." Tim says, "I won't change jerseys this year."
Not from what I heard, Tim.
McCarthy is still shit.
I don't think so.
It's still shit. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Dak is a top 10 quarterback, and he couldn't do shit with Dallas. Dallas was they won 13 games each year. He was there besides.
He won a lot of games in Dallas, but just couldn't win playoff games.
And then, sorry, I skipped over Jack. Jack said, "Good morning, fellows. Everyone watching. Oh, good morning, fellows, and everyone watching. I apologize.
What's up, Jack?
Yo, J Dub always in the house. Since we got you here, Maddie, and I know you got hockey later. Tell me what you got going on today.
Yeah, let me first. So the touchdown Jesus comment. So let me touch on that for you. So
we love him. We love him.
The kid. Teddy is back in daycare now, so my time to get all the cute pictures are limited to when he's home at night, and he doesn't go in the pack and play quite as much, which is where he was famous for the touchdown Jesus pose, because he lay down in there and just be conked out. So I am still trying, but it's not working for me. So it's nothing on you. I promise you that. I got more hockey tonight, but I do want to real quick plug the show for tomorrow. If there's any, since we do have quite a lot of people on here, maybe if you've been thinking about trying to get into hockey, but you're not exactly sure when, this year with the Olympics is going to be that time. We're going to do our drive time and prime time tomorrow at 8:00. We are going to preview both the men and the women's draw. They're both looking to be great hockey tournaments for 2 weeks. So you got 2 weeks of best on best for both the ladies and the guys. It's definitely going to be something to watch. We are going to have a little bit of fun too. I've been able to convince the gentleman Jack and the big man KG to play America's Funnest New Game Show, pronounce that hockey player, at the start of the show. So that's going to be great. We're going to do some fashion too. We're going to rate all the jerseys, all the guys that normally join me for the hockey stuff. They are going to be there to join that fun too. And then we're also at the end of the show, we will get into a few other sports that the U.S. I think has a lot of good chances to get some medals in the Winter Olympics. So even if you're not into hockey, hang around for the end of it. We will talk the other sports too. So it's going to be a fun show tomorrow at 8.
And what's the Olympic schedule this year? When does it start?
So the opening ceremonies will start on Friday. The first women's game will start on February 5th. And I think the guys come in on the 9th and they start like a week later on the 12th is their first game. But I've got all the dates there. We'll go over all that fun stuff tomorrow.
So opening ceremonies is going to be in a couple days?
Yeah, this starts Friday night. Well,
Friday
during the day. Remember, Italy's 6 hours ahead. So what they show us at 8:00 at night will actually be tape. But
you got
a night owl.
You got a co-host behind you. I can't tell if it's.
Oh yeah.
There's two behind me, actually.
Yeah.
Look at your dog up on the top shelf.
I'm
He's
down
on
in the
door.
Down in the basement doing some work. So.
All right, cool, man. Let's hit some comments and then get back into this coaching carousel. Jack, do you want to see who we think won the coaching carousel? You want to go ahead and jump into that?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's jump into that. So in 2025, our coaching hires situation, I don't know, it's been crazy. Actually, 25 was, I'm sorry, I missed a year. So that's on me. Because this is the
2024 joint.
This is the 26 cycle. But the 25 cycle is Ben Johnson to the Bears. Yes. Rabel to the Patriots, Kellen Moore to the Saints, Pete Carroll to the Raiders, Jaguars, Liam Cohen, and Jets, Aaron Glenn, Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer.
Correct. That should be it.
Yeah, that's I see what happened. Because the coaches were hired in 2025. It kind of added them
rolled over
and into the 2026 cycle. Yeah.
Yes. All right, so I had the same problem.
So let's go. Ben Johnson took his team to the playoffs. So we're going to take that as a win.
Yes.
We got Mike Vrabel took his team to the Super Bowl. That's a win.
Yes.
Kellen Moore, they rallied and won like 6 or 7 games this season. So
tough defense.
Yeah, they just okay.
Do them like this, Midnight Rider.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, they okay. Las Vegas Raiders hired Pete Carroll, and now
he gone.
Here we go.
Here we
Jaguars, Liam Cohen took them to the playoffs.
Yeah, but still, I'm not sold on him.
Aaron Glenn to the Jets. He fired his whole coaching staff, so he got to start over again. I think
Yeah, that's different. They gone.
Yeah, they gone. He not. They gone.
He not gone.
And then we got Brian Schottenheimer, who
should be gone.
I think he for me, he was better than I thought he was. There we go.
Yeah, but I don't know. Who you got left on this list? Kellen Moore? No.
We already talked about him.
Pete Carroll.
He gone. You said he was gone.
Me and Combe. Okay. We went through this whole list then. Ben Johnson. Yep. Playoffs. Vrabel. Super Bowl. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Maddie, what's up?
Maddie.
What you think?
I don't think I just saw Jack's comment. The Raiders aren't hiring Flores. Everything seems to be leaning towards Kubiak in Seattle, which to be honest
that's
with
right.
you, I'm 100% okay with that. And if the Raiders hire Kubiak, they may end up being the winners because the Raiders need a good offensive coach, assuming that they don't do anything stupid and take Mendoza, which, I don't always trust the Raiders to do something not stupid.
Why you don't want Mendoza?
I just think
want Mendoza?
Well, I do want Mendoza. I'm saying I don't always trust the Raiders to do the smart thing and trade out of the pick for some stupid reason. So we'll see. I mean, he's been able to run the ball, wherever he's gone, and I think he can unlock Gentry's potential. I think it's going to be a good hire, assuming that is, who the guy's going to be. I would love it to be Flores. That's who I want at the start, but it just seems he's happy
Kubiak.
with Minnesota this cycle. So I'll take Kubiak and I'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
All right. So
I think it's
other
Kubiak.
hires. What's something that you like, or what's a favorite of yours?
I don't mind the Buffalo hire. I mean, I think, bringing Brady in is okay. Entertainment purposes, I love the Cleveland hire because it's going to be great for talk radio because, at first they were pissed about it and now they're kind of, he's a 6-year-old vet. He's going to do great here, so it's going to be kind of, I think, great if that goes sideways quickly for Cleveland. So I love the Cleveland hire just for the sake of comedy gold living in this town.
Don't be dogging the Cleveland Browns, man. Let's raise them up, Maddie. Let's raise them up.
Nah, this is too much fun.
Right.
I gotta see the return.
Jack, give me two minutes real quick because I'm a Cleveland Brown radio listener. So I listen to Ken Carman and Anthony Lima in the mornings. Because I'm not even going to comments, but
I like to punish yourself,
huh?
Because you like to punish yourself.
No, I like different. I like listening to other places and just hearing.
You listen to Indians stuff too.
Like I'll go and listen to like WIP, to hear the Philly comments and all the craziness. I'll go and listen to some other things as well. All right. So while I have you, Maddie, anything else you want to talk about before you go? Because I know you got a heart out.
I thought I wanted to definitely jump in on the coaches because I think that's with my Raiders being involved in that again, and one of the two still technically open, but like it seems every source I've heard and seen seems like it's Kubiak. He did go in for second interviews, so that seems like he's going to be the guy. But I wanted to chime in on that part of it for sure, and
we appreciate you jumping in. Let me do this before you go. There were 10 jobs open in this cycle. Where would you have placed the Raiders job? I know you did it on the drive time.
Right.
Where would you have put it?
I think I had them like 3 or 4 just because of the potential. You got the first pick. They have a lot of cap space. So this roster can change very, very quickly. And, there are some pieces, assuming, of course, too, that they don't trade out the number 1 pick and that they don't trade Max Crosby. That's with those two things being assumed, which is a big part. Again, I still don't trust the boy genius to stay out of the football affairs totally. He says that this is all Spytek and Brady's, that they have full control over. Since the firing, I've not heard much of the boy wonder, which makes me happy, but we'll see.
Okay.
And the boy wonder is Mark Davis, for those that don't know.
Well,
go ahead, Jack.
We had I did anyway, top 3 favorable places I'd want to coach, like the top 3. New York, Baltimore, Vegas was my top 3. with the Bills a close fourth. But
well, I don't even think the Bills was an option at that point in time because we did
no, not yet.
Right.
Yeah, we did it the week before the thing happened.
Mhm.
So as a Raiders fan, what's the one place that you think they need to focus on in this free agency
Offensive
period?
line. Offensive line, offensive line, and then offensive line. The offensive line was terrible.
Big playmakers.
Geno Smith was not good, but at the same time, he didn't have much time to be good. You know, the offensive line was just trash.
Okay.
Yo, I tell you, boy, today you may not get this reference, but you allowed me to be Sherman Douglas, and you've been Stevie Thompson. You've been dunking all the alley-oops I've been throwing to you today. So I appreciate it. Go ahead and get out now so you can get to your games. What's the over-under on ejections for you today?
Well, this is day 2 at this high school showcase, which means that these will be games. These are games 4 of 4 for most of these kids. So they've all seen each other now. They're all sick of each other. So I put it at pretty high of probably having. And I think we had the better quality games yesterday. So now you got the higher quality teams facing the worst quality teams today, which means there's going to be blowouts, which then means in the third period, the chances for stupidity run higher because the game isn't going to keep people interested, though. You know, though somebody's going to probably get ejected today, will be my get.
Where are you at doing these games, Matty? Are you in the city of Cleveland or are you on the outskirts?
No, tonight's down in this high school thing's down in Canton, Akron. So they've got a rink down there. So that's where they have like 8 teams that came in because they have ice. So, but I mean, I've done stuff in Cleveland. Yeah, it's all over the area. The suburban area of Cleveland has lots of rinks.
I wish I still had people up there because damn, before I met you, I was up there twice a year, man. We could have been barbecuing and lunching and chilling and hockeying and hanging out.
Hey, Midnight, I think Anthony had a question on here about hockey. Oh yeah, there it is. I see it here. I can post it.
If you can post it.
Yeah, there it goes. So yeah, I mean, Panarin's definitely going. Panarin is definitely leaving the Rangers. He's an unrestricted free agent. The Rangers have not played him for the last 3 or 4 games. The Panthers are rumored to be where he quote unquote wants to go. I don't know if the Panthers have the cap space to make it happen because his agent wants the extension. And they're still talking. He wants 4 years at 10 to 15 million. I don't honestly know if they have the cap space to pull it off. But if there's a general manager that can figure out, it is the Panthers. I mean, Carolina's been talked about as a place for Panarin. I don't honestly know if he fits Carolina's system with the way that Rod likes to play long term, but we'll see. Panarin's definitely getting dealt. I honestly think he's going to be dealt before the NHL freeze on the 5th of February. What's interesting is the last game before that freeze, Carolina and the Rangers play each other. So if those 2 teams are going to get involved, that'd be the great day to do it on. I don't think they'll make the trade until after they play, just so that way he can't play right against them immediately. And that's, I think, the last game that we play with the Rangers. So he's getting dealt somewhere. Dallas is another possibility. Colorado is another possibility, but both of those places, they don't have the cap. So you have to just agree to go there and then become a free agent at the end of this year. If he wants a contract from somewhere, there's a couple other places that I've heard, but we'll see. But he's definitely getting dealt. I would still have Florida 1 because it seems like that's the one place that he said he wants to go. But again, the cap is going to be the issue for them.
All right, last question for you. I'm gonna send you. Well, it's not even a question. I'm gonna send you a Matty Ice remake of your background.
Okay.
So let me know what you think about it.
I will do that, sir.
All right, man. Hey, I appreciate you jumping in. Go ahead and get out of here, man.
Yep, appreciate your time.
Again, plug your show before you go. Come on.
Tomorrow night at 8. The drive time and prime time will be our Olympic special. It's going to be obviously heavily focused on hockey. So again, if you're wanting to just get into the sport and want a good event to get into it, we'll get you ready for that. We'll give you all the dates that matter, what games you're going to want to see, because there's going to be some must-see TV games that are going to be out there. The good news is, too, if you like watching something while you're working, a lot of these games are going to be live at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon because Italy's 6 hours ahead of us. So their primetime games, which the U.S. has a lot of those, are going to be 3 o'clock in the afternoon starts for us. So, if you need a little something while you're working to have on the side, this is going to be great for you, I promise.
I tell you, I like to meet the people that got a job. They can watch a damn hockey game, man.
Well,
but all the
I'm lucky. I work from home,
now,
so I can have it on while I work. So I'm one of the lucky ones. That's one of the benefits of working from home. You can put it on in the background and just keep your eye on it while you're working. So,
but it sounds crazy to an old head like me, Maddie, because I remember when I used to be on a construction site with a television on my floorboard, the antenna hanging out the window, driving construction site to construction site to watch March Madness and stuff. So, yeah, I was just making a joke about that. It's a lot more people work from home nowadays than the time I'm talking.
I'm very lucky. I fully admit that.
And then tell America about the greatest game show that's coming up tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's going to be Pronounce That Hockey Player. It's going to be fun. Scooter and I worked on the names. We've got some fun ones. It's going to be a good laugh, and I appreciate the guys for doing it because you have to be a good sport to do it, and it's going to be. I think it's going to be a great little funny bit. So.
I'm being a great sport by not doing any homework on it, Matt. I can go to that roster and try to figure. No.
Yeah, but see, the fun part is you don't know what country I'm picking from. There's 12 different countries out there, so you
got a point there. Now I didn't think about that, bro. Now you ready to study. No, I'm gonna have a blast with it. The K's and the B's and stuff. I don't know where the K's go and the B's go. So
yeah, I picked out a couple good ones. All right, guys. Take care.
Sir. All right, buddy. Have a great day.
You too, fellas.
Midnight Rider.
All right.
Matty Ice the best. Matty Ice the best.
Yo, dude, I'm telling you, when I met Matty, we were at Enterprise and I don't even know how we began interacting or whatever, but like myself, Paul, Duval Paul, Scooter, and there was a couple other guys. Somehow we arranged to have this league, and it started. Damn, it probably started almost 25 years ago.
Really, Enterprise?
Yeah, no, it's probably not 25. It's probably like 20, at least.
Is that right?
At least. But let's hit some of these comments real quick.
Show.
J Dub says, I totally don't understand the McCarthy hire. I don't expect him to be there long. I understand that, but I think it's a bridge because I think this is the one thing I think the Steelers felt is that the young guys that they were interviewing weren't ready and they weren't their type of guys. And instead of taking a risk and failing with a young guy, I think they took McCarthy to hold the fort, and he might be a stopgap. He might be whatever, but I think that's what I saw, or that's what I'm seeing. Yes. Anthony says, Matt, we already talked about that. All right, so we hit that one.
I think McCarthy, he's definitely not a Tomlin tenure type coach, but I see him giving him 4 to 5 solid years of coaching.
Exactly.
And like you say, to get someone else ready, possibly in the organization. You're exactly right, Midnight Rider. He's a stepping stone for their coach of the future, in my opinion. Everybody was tripping like, oh, that's not the Steelers' way to hire an old dude. Ways got to change sometime, and I think they made the right move, man. I like McCarthy. Liked him as a coach. I don't know why everybody has a problem with McCarthy. I really don't.
So we got Tim saying, "Oh, in the fucking playoffs," and I want to see the Steelers fans cry.
Oh man,
McCarthy has a 3-14 record. We did this one with Anthony, so here we go. We got another one. Tim is off the chain all the time.
I got him.
Gentlemen, Midnight Rider, do you feel Marty Schottenheimer is a Hall of Famer? No.
That's tough. That's That's tough, but I say no too. I say no as well. But Marty was a pretty decent coach, Shorty. He wasn't no scrub.
Hey, if we're doing the
but it's not Hall of Good.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
You already know
Marty Schottenheimer fan. Yeah. Marty Schottenheimer fan all the way. Stan Ritigliano, I liked him back then too. He was a Cleveland Browns coach, but they good. They were good coaches. Maybe tad great, but not Hall of Fame.
So J-Dub chimes in, the Raiders better hire Flores or they're going to suck again.
They're going to get that dude Matty said.
Hold on, Jack. Hold on. Flores brings toughness to the team. He's a great defense coordinator. I think the Raiders would need the atmosphere that will create the atmosphere that will come with Flores, but that's my opinion. Go ahead. Say what you're about to say. I'm sorry.
No, who's the dude Matty's talking about waiting on from Seattle?
Clint Kubiak.
I think Kubiak's the best fit, and I think he's definitely going to be what it is. That's the reason Vegas has not got a coach yet, because they're waiting. So I think it's going to be Kubiak. Flores might go to damn Arizona. Have they got anybody yet?
So I didn't hear your question. So say your question again.
I said Arizona's still open, right?
Yes, Arizona's still open.
So Kubiak might go there. He's definitely not going.
I think he's Raiders or bust. I don't know what the Cardinals are doing. Let's see the next comment. Because that boy Anthony says, Matt, gentlemen, and Midnight, what are your thoughts on the Dolphins hiring Jeff Hafley? You want to start? You want me to start?
Go ahead.
So I think Hafley is a hire that happens because the GM came from the Packers. So I think they were a package deal. I think the Packers, I think Miami knew if they hired this guy as a GM, this is the coach he wanted. It's kind of similar to what is happening in the Nationals organization, where the Nationals hired this guy, Taboni, and I think he's brought a bunch of young guys with him. And I think their plan was, if I get a job, you're the guy that I'm bringing along with me. And I think that's what you're seeing in place here with the Green Bay Packers. The next comment from Anthony is Midnight read my. Oh yeah, we already did that. So we good on that. Tim says Mendoza is the only quarterback in the draft. The rest are trash. He says player watching with the Sherman Douglas comments. Doug, we don't do shot game on the show. Come on, man. I gotta. Nah, that's a 5229 comment. So the ice knows what Tim is talking about.
Okay.
Let's see. Miss Jackie says, can't wait to see that. I'm not sure what that's in reference to, but we'll go with it. That hire for me was weird because of the history of what they do with coaches. Most of their coaches basically were in their mid-30s when they hired them.
But that's what we just said, Anthony. I think that it's a stepping stone to a younger coach eventually, but they didn't have nobody they wanted to roll the dice on. I feel that was younger. So hiring an experienced 60-year-old plus coach like McCarthy, I think will help the organization find a younger coach in the near future. So that's what I think happened. I think their hands was tied, couldn't find the right young piece. So let's get McCarthy, a nice football mind, to come into Steelers organization, and he's a Pittsburgh guy as well. So,
and the funny thing about this comment is that's exactly how I felt. I thought, and I think if you remember me saying it, I said I think they want to hire one of these younger guys, and maybe one of these younger guys didn't just blow them out of the building when they came in the interview. If you want to backtrack, I'll backtrack to Sean McVay being hired. I knew there was I think it was a Friday that Grant Paulson talked about Sean McVay as a coaching candidate and as a coaching hire. And the second he said everything he knew about Sean McVay, I said he's not making it to next year. I knew for a fact that the way Grant Paulson described how meticulous and how detailed McVay was, I knew he was going to be a coach. And one of the best videos, if you guys have time, is go back and there's a video on YouTube where the Rams decide to take Puka Nacua. So it's Les Snead and it's McVay. And when McVay says literally, I have a plan that's going to make this guy successful in the future. And of course, now we're talking about a guy that should be 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 in the top receiver conversation. But McVay saw this before they drafted him. He said, I will create a plan that will make this guy successful. So when we talk about coaching and the way coaches coach, this is one of those great examples of where coaching meets talent and they mesh and they figure it out. Anthony also says, I'm a big Brian Flores fan as a Dolphins fan. I think most franchises are staying away from him because of the lawsuit that he has against the Dolphins. I can't agree with you anymore or any. Yeah. Oh, so she was talking about the name game. That's what she said. Oh,
Jackie, you better go ahead and be nice to me on that one. It's going to be silly.
What happened? I thought they were attached to Don Shula's son. So, Anthony, I think the information that I've seen floating in the Twitterverse is that Shula's son came in and flubbed the interview. And so that's why he didn't get the call and why they probably had to redirect themselves to McCarthy. So that's why you get McCarthy as opposed to someone else. Yo, Tim is laying in deep, laying in.
He sure is. My boy is.
Sean McVay is not a failure as a coach either, like McCarthy is. McCarthy's got a record that's almost similar to Tomlin. Like that's
where's Tim from? He local?
Tim's a DC boy.
All right.
Yeah,
we gotta get up.
This is my dog. This is my big bro.
Who's he like in basketball?
I don't want to talk about
Boston, that. Right?
Yeah, he's a Boston Celtics fan.
Yeah, I remember we had something in common, but we gotta get up, catch a game. I could deal with some Tim for a little while. That boy tells it like it is.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now. This is kind of how we like 4-4 broken. So Lee Ice, myself, and Tim are all connected by Tim's wife. Like I know Tim because
that didn't sound right.
Yeah, I know it didn't sound right at all. So our connection is actually, I'll say it this way. I'll say it a better way. Tim's house was our place where everybody would just go. If you wanted some grub, you wanted some grub on the weekend, you wanted to drink, and you wanted to talk shit. Tim is probably like a half a step from being a chef because you'll create some shit and you'll go in there and like you'll just eat.
Get up
for days, grub for days. We got booze, for days. Only thing you need for real if you went to Tim's house is either an Uber, a Uber, or somebody else to get you home, because you're not gonna make it home. You may not make it home safely in that situation.
Sound like my kind of cat.
Hey, actually, Tim, while we doing this, get in the comments and give us your menu for today, because I know you got something going on. And if Courtney's
I want the Super Bowl menu he hooking up for next week.
We'll do that next week. We'll have him for next week.
Yeah, I want to go over there.
Yeah, hey, you gonna come over there, but you gonna limp back. I know you're a smoker, so that don't bother you.
Nah, we're gonna be straight.
All right, let's get this next topic real quick. Because we at like 50 minutes.
Are we really?
So salary cap. So the projection right now for the salary cap is that it's going to be somewhere between 300 million and 307 million. That's a crazy number. Even if we take into perspective that I think just 3 to 4 years ago, we were only at like 222. So for us to go from 222 now to be at 307 million, that shows you how much this league has grown, how much this league has paid, and how much this league has become or been successful in the last couple of years. So that's just a crazy number. And that's really the biggest part of what I wanted to talk about. Go ahead, Jack.
No, I agree with you, man. That number is just imploding, man, nowadays. So it's like, when I don't know, the bigger the salary cap gets, the bigger these salaries are going to be. I don't know. Like I say, you understand the number side of things more than I do, MR. So, yeah, go ahead and let it flow, bro.
Nah, I just think this is one of those situations where the league is growing, where every year we're getting higher and higher, but there's got to be a ceiling at some point.
Never.
There's got to be a place. I don't know where that place is, but there's got to be a spot where this can't keep growing. And I think this is part of the reason, and I'll say this openly, I think this is why we're trying to get games in London, Germany, Brazil, and all those places. Because the league knows that if they just stay in the U.S., they are capped out at a certain point, right? And we can't grow no more because if we only stay local, we can't be anything more than that. So I think that's part of the reason why I think there's a fight for every team to play a game in foreign soil. And that's part of the reason why they had this plan years ago. I think it was about 2 years or 3 years ago, where teams got to actually bid on places in foreign soil where they want to play, because that's how they look. So like for the Commanders, I think like Saudi Arabia is one of the places they picked, and I think that was just the new group that picked Saudi Arabia. There's I think Jacksonville that picked like London. Yeah. So these teams are doing that, and then that's actually Jack. You said something slick. That's actually going to make sense because I don't know if you know, but they opened up a way for teams to get some of that sovereign money from Saudi Arabia. Like they have allowed teams to accept money from them, but they won't allow them to buy a team, but they'll allow them to contribute to a team. So some teams have opened up what's called a sovereign state or a sovereign money bank. I'll say it that way to make it simple. So some teams have sovereign ties to Saudi Arabia where they get some money funneled in. So that's also an interesting thing. And that's going to be the thing. And I'll say this now is there's another thing that's coming on a platform later is the Seattle Seahawks after the Super Bowl are going to be open for sale. And they're already talking about their starting price. Yeah.
What?
So
half a mil?
Huh?
I'm sorry, $500 million?
No.
How much?
We talking about what the Commanders went for 603.
Woo!
So Seattle has their own stadium, has everything in place. I can see Seattle going for somewhere between 7 and 8 billion.
Wow.
Billion. Yeah.
With the B. Wow. Could you
We're getting to a point. Go ahead.
Think back 20 years ago, Minerva. Jesus Christ, you're the numbers guy, but 20, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, did you ever think this was going to be billions?
No, not even close.
Nuts.
I think 20 years ago, teams were getting sold for. I think the Cowboys got sold for like 200 million or something like that.
And they were a top. Right.
Imagine that, man. That's crazy.
It is. It's insane. Well, this is insane. And then you got, like MLB, you got the contracts, $600 million, 10-year deals type deals. It is crazy how much
money has grown exponentially.
It's kind of hurting the value of $1, in my opinion.
Hey, I don't know, man. Bossman said, okay. I know what I said there, Bossman. My bad, dog. I know what you're saying. Tim says meatballs and rice, corn chowder soup, and Courtney is having smash burgers and fries.
Ooh, I like smash burgers.
Ooh, God. I might have to get in my car.
Yes, indeed, Tim.
I
ain't never had meatballs over rice before. What's that, with a brown gravy on the meatballs or what, Tim?
I forgot how he does that.
I like corn crab chowder. I like that. Sound good.
Yeah. And Courtney's my niece, so smash burgers and fries, she can cook too. Like they got that house. If you go over there and you on a diet, just turn your car around and head back home because you're not yet.
Well, they can invite me to Thanksgiving anytime. Me?
Oh, and Miss Jackie says, if you going, I need a ride.
We got you. Let's just rent a bus. We're going over Tim's house.
Yeah, Miss Jackie, what you cooking? What you got for the menu today?
Yeah, it is. I thought you had that brown gravy. Shit. Put that brown gravy on some fries, boy. That's a Baltimore thing that I like it.
Tim, we got to give somebody. I always give this team a hard time when they're on a losing streak. So I'm going to show these boys some love now that they are on fire. 3 wins in a row for the Georgetown Warriors.
And how many did they lose before that?
They were at 6. And I actually, I think last Saturday,
Baker Mayfield.
I think I posted, if they lose today, we start the name game, So they won. And then they won, I think, Wednesday or Tuesday, and then they won Saturday. So the Warriors are on a little streak. Let's give the Warriors some love. And
it's KG when you need him.
Hey, that's why it's perfect that he's sick, because that way he don't get the gloat in this whole moment. And Jack,
that's not right.
Jack, you said Kansas had a big win. Talk to me about the Kansas big win.
Oh man, Kansas BYU. It was my big matchup of the week. I believe they were somewhere ranking the teens, and I haven't been giving BYU no love. AJ, everybody knows what I'm talking about. AJ, I don't feel he's as good as people say. I just think he's the only baller on that team, BYU. But you come into Kansas, I believe they was in Lawrence too. You come into Kansas, boy, you better have your shit straight, because that place was flying, and they had BYU down bad through the first half into the beginning of the second half. I want to say BYU was chasing 20. Ended up being a pretty tight game. I think they ended up getting them 6 or 8 points for Kansas, but Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Kansas did what they do. BYU still not getting any respect from me on the top 25, but that Kansas team is strong. They've lost some early big matchups. Is the reason Kansas has 4 to 5 losses, because they playing top squads in them early tournaments. So Kansas is battle tested. You should watch out for the Kansas Jayhawks come tournament time. Very deep team. I mean, they got guys can jump out of the gym. They got guys can shoot jumpers from the parking lot. I mean, Kansas is a very deep team. Keep an eye on them.
So Tim comments, did the Hoyas win yesterday? Oh, you know they won because we was on the phone when they won the ball game.
All right. They beat Butler 77-64 yesterday.
Yeah, and we watched the last 2 minutes together. That's why he's saying this. Because he
to improve to what? 10 and something? What's their record?
So Miss Jackie says, I made string beans, roasted chicken, roasted potatoes, and cornbread. Jesus Christ.
That's nice. You roasted it up, girl. I had some.
Hey, we go back over there. That weight we lost between Miss Jackie and Tim, we're gonna be back in. We're going back to where we was, dog.
The way I've been eating this last week, man, I probably put half my weight back on. Midnight Ride. I've been grubbing. I don't know what's wrong with me. But,
that's a good thing. Somebody got to have an appetite.
I don't want to.
2 things before we get out of here that we always do. One, before I get into what we normally do, I got to take a moment. Yesterday is was the first day that a close personal friend's birthday passed, and she wasn't here to celebrate it. Miss V. Williams, who used to always be in the comments, saying good information. She supported me on everything I did.
Yes, indeed.
Yesterday was tough. I didn't get Burger King, but I did drink Tito's. And I have Tito's on deck today because her son went to the University of Texas, and he was there when Travis Ford, I think his name was Travis Ford, was there, and he actually lost his job as a starting point guard, Mr. Freddie Williams, to Mr. Ford because he got hurt in it was a preseason game against like one of those EA Sports teams. He got hurt in one of those games. And then when Travis Ford came in, Travis Ford just took over, and it was bye-bye after that point. He came back in and played in the tournament. So little bro, love you, man. Ma, love you. Yesterday was just one of those days, man. And I can't say I would be here in the right space if it wasn't for her like measuring me when I lost my dad, and being that voice and that person that was always around. Right. So I'm gonna drop that for this, and then let's go with what you eating.
Well, let me just give a little shot. Happy heavenly birthday, Ms. V. Sure you are doing it up there. No pain, no problems. Just doing what you enjoy doing. Looking over the Midnight Rider. I know you still are, Ms. V. Looking over our podcast network as you had since I've been a part of it. So yeah, I got much love for Ms. V too. I miss her coming on early in the show. Good information, fellas, at the end. Yeah, Ben, sorry you had to go through that by yourself, man. But we are here for you. And that's just emotional stuff. That's real life, real talk right there. So God bless you too, and all Miss V's loved ones that are suffering through this time.
All right. So we at the point where we do no, actually I jumped the gun a little bit. Wrap that shit up. So like, do we have anything else? I just did I guess I did my version of wrap that shit up. But you got anything, Jack?
Nah, I don't know. I agree with some of our comments earlier. I think it was DJ Woody. I miss football too. And this one weekend that we haven't had football in many weeks. It's getting ready to be over. But I tell you, man, football fans out there, get into some hoops. A lot of shakeups going to happen in the NBA before this trade deadline. Then you got NBA All-Star game, which is a hiccup better than the NFL Pro Bowl. They're trying to do new formats in the NBA to make it more exciting, unlike what the NFL is doing. NFL Pro Bowl, I think it's on today. I think maybe. I don't know. That's how much I don't care about the NFL Pro Bowl. What else we got? College hoops amping up. I'm telling you, this is the time to find out who you're going to be following come March Madness. So let's not wait till mid-March to start watching hoops. You ain't going to know how to fill your brackets out. That's going to be another good time with Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. We are going to put out Bracket Challenge. Let's get in. Let's see if we can get 50 people in our Bracket Challenge this year. Maybe the Junkies might fess up a little bit and throw some cash on the line. I'll talk with the boss man, see what we can do about March Madness. Rod, that's about all I got today, man. Been a great show with you. Double duo.
So let's hit these comments because I want to tell everybody that's commenting and that's watched us that I feel the love and I appreciate it all. So Jack says, let's go Hoyas. Jojo says, rest in peace, friend.
Yeah.
Miss Jackie says, we love you, Midnight Rider. We gonna get you through it.
That's right.
You guys, Miss Jackie, you don't even understand. Like your son just sitting beside me and beating me up, got me through a lot of stuff just because I knew he was comfortable with me.
Right. Let me get the schedule out.
Love you, Miss V. And then Jojo says salmon and broccoli. J-Dub, the other J-Dub, Josh Walker, of Highly Opinionated, said great show. I appreciate that, brother. As always. I keep telling you we're not going to do shows off air, even though we have 30-minute conversations. Go ahead, Jack.
Well, look at here. Talking about getting together and everything, and Laurel and little BJ, that could be a great time. Laurel has 4 home games to end their season starting February 10th. So we got the 10th, the 12th, the 17th, and the 23rd home games at Laurel. And I'd love to see a big group of the Sideline Junkies meet up over there, and the Sideline Junkie family, everybody. DJ Woody, the game he was talking about, he's going to this Tuesday's game at Bladensburg High School. And then after that, Bladensburg goes to Laurel, or Laurel comes to Bladensburg. So you got DJ Woody's going to be at Bladensburg on Tuesday. Coach Devon Powell and his Laurel squad is going to be in Bladensburg on Thursday. That would be a good game for me to go to, but I got to figure out my schedule tonight. I will post that, everybody, on In the Pasture Seat podcast page and Sideline Junkies podcast Facebook page. My schedule of games I am going to attempt to attend this week. Please give me a little leniency because there's a lot of snow and ice out there. I got to figure where I'm going, and my old ass ain't falling down no more. So I want to get out, cover the kids, but it's been difficult.
Let's get out of here off of this.
Let's go.
What you eating tonight?
I don't know. Like I said, my girls left out of here early this morning. God knows if my wife's gonna be back till the nighttime. I don't know. They done with me for the day, dude. This being cramped up in the house with all that nastiness out there. It's made some bumpy roads in the Carr household, but we get through it. It's just everybody's antsy. I want to eat some steamed shrimp tonight. I ain't had steamed shrimp in a couple weeks. So what I'm going to do with them, I don't know, Joe. I might just eat them plain, Midnight Rider, or I might even saute a few and put them up in some tacos or something, because tacos my go-to with the quickness, if you understand.
Oh, dog, you say less. I will instantly audible to throwing out some shrimp. Towards before the show starts, I'll throw some shrimp in a like a little container with some water, and then when I go upstairs, I'll season them, boom, boom, throw them in the pan, 4 minutes, cut up some onions and cut up
onions and peppers.
No, it's not onions and peppers in that situation. That situation is onions and tomatoes, and we good to go.
Okay, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I make lettuce too, little lettuce.
So I'm a go back because last night I had a I did a thing. I went and bought
You did that thing?
It wasn't plain. So last night I went and got some sourdough bread from Safeway. They had like a 6-pack, and they were the sourdough sub rolls. So I ordered brisket from D City Smokehouse.
Ooh.
I threw some brisket on the sourdough and I drizzled some barbecue sauce on it. That was last night's meal. Today, I got the same sourdough bread, and I got the Safeway Peruvian chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw the Peruvian chicken on the sourdough with I have like this what is it? It's not chimichurri, but I have like
some verde,
some salsa. Yeah, it's salsa verde. I have a salsa verde that I'm gonna use, and I'm that's how I'm gonna that's my lunch. So we good to go.
No, that's my spot, man, because I'm pissed off. Taco Bell took the verde. They don't make packets of verde no more. They just do hot and mild. And
but
the verde is the green
verde. They sell verde in the aisle.
At the grocery store.
Yeah.
I got a bottle. Yeah. But I got mad they discontinued the packets in the Taco Bell store. But yet I can buy the bottle in the grocery store. So yeah.
Yeah, so
that's my jam.
I got the salsa verde, and then when I when I do like my version of a stir fry, I got the yum sauce.
Oh yeah,
I got a bottle of that, so we good to go.
We do too.
With that being said, with all the food that we talked about, with all the NFL we talked about, all the coaching hires, all the things, the salary cap, the coaching carousel, who won this, who won that. First and foremost, before we go, we want to thank you for watching. We want to thank you for contributing. So it's the Anthonys, the Jacks, the Timothy Watkins, everybody that jumped in and talked to us, we appreciate you. For everybody that tuned in, we appreciate you. For everybody that's going to watch and listen, we appreciate you. But this is the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. This is the Sunday Rise, and we thank you for being here and engaging with us, and we will see you on Tuesday. And don't forget, Monday, Coach has in the passenger seat, and he's got the coach from Howard. So if you have a kid that's trying to go to the next level, at 7 p.m. tomorrow with Coach, Contenders and Pretenders, or Pretenders or Contenders, you want to chime in for that and listen to the information, and you also want to ask questions. All right?
Mm-hmm.
8 o'clock, we got the hockey show or the preview of the Olympic preview brought to you by the Drive Time guys. And then on Tuesday, what you get the Tuesday night flight. So you got information coming to you any kind of way, any sort of way. With that being said, thank you for joining us. Oh, go ahead, Jack.
Just letting them know about the guests coming on Wednesday. Lou Groza Award winner, former Maryland field goal kicker, Brad Craddock will be in the show. I think he's from Australia. It's going to be fun talking to this cat. I cannot wait, man. He's texting me all the time. It's fun. So Tuesday, 8 p.m. in the passenger seat, man. Peepers.
Oh, and then let's not, if you didn't catch it, Jack and Company had Rich Housens on last Wednesday. That's the interview. If you want to go to YouTube. I think they went longer. I think that's the longest interview we've had. I
had to, man. It was just so much great knowledge, information, kudos, flowers. He gave us flowers. We gave him flowers. I mean, Coach Houchins was more than I expected. And we went 20 minutes overtime, my first time doing real overtime. And it was a great show. Thanks, Midnight Rider.
No problem, man. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for being here. We thank you for indulging into the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. And we ask you to break out your forks and indulge again, because we are here to bring you the food that is sports. just don't. You know what? Just enjoy.